Hello, welcome back to Ukulele Lesson 2. My name's Chris. The first thing we are going to start with today is just to briefly go over a couple of things I talked about last time. So the first thing is picking. Remember, we can either use our fingers. We want to let them land on the string behind. Again, that's called a rest stroke. You can see my finger landing on the next string. And then I can alternate them, go a little quicker. 2 fingers are faster than one. Or I can also use my thumb. Now, when I use thumb, usually that just comes off into the air. A free stroke would be the name of that. And then for our left hand, we talked about for fretting, staying right up on the tips of our fingers, keeping those fingers curved. We don't want our knuckles to pop backwards like that. We want to keep a nice arch there. Good strong finger pushing that string down to the fret. Keeping our thumb in the back of the neck, making kind of a circle here with our hand. That feeling of squeezing in between your thumb and your fingers when you're fretting is what you're looking for. So we don't really want our thumb to creep up that way. We don't want to do the baseball bat grab. We want to keep that thumb middle of the back of the neck, push against these. So then I just want to show you another exercise, and this will be a real quick lesson today. So this exercise is called the 4-finger warm-up, and we're going to use each of these 4 fingers. Now they each get their own number. This is standard for really any fretted instrument: guitar, bass, ukulele, banjo. Pointer fingers 1, middle fingers 2, ring fingers 3, pinkies 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so when we're playing in first position on the uke, that's going to be first finger, first fret, second finger, second fret, third finger, third fret, and you guessed it, fourth finger, pinky, fourth fret. And so what that means is that as I'm playing, I'm going to keep these fingers sort of in charge of that fret. If I want to do a scale, I'm going to use whichever finger I need to be able to keep that real fluid, because they're already over those frets, so they're ready to go. So to work on practicing that, here's this exercise. It's called a 4-finger warm-up. We're going to start with first finger on the A string. That's the one that's closest to the floor. I'm going to push that down. I'm going to play that twice. Then I'm going to go up to middle finger on the 2nd fret, same string, play that twice. Then ring finger, 3rd fret, same string, play that twice. And you guessed it, pinky, 4th fret, play that twice. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the E string, starting with first finger, then middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Same thing on the C. And then we'll do these with the metronome here in a second, and then on the G, of course. So then at this point, and I've got a low G, I'm just going to reverse now and go 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Start with pinky again on the C, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Same thing on the E, 3, 2, 1, and then the A, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And then let's get a metronome going. 60 beats per minute, and we're going to do the whole exercise. 1, 2, here we go. So A, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and 4th fret. Then the E string, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Same thing on the C. Start with first finger, then middle, then ring, and pinky. Same thing on the G. First finger, 2nd, and 3rd, and 4th. Now we're going to do the whole thing reverse, starting with pinky right where it is. 2, here we go. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And same thing on the C. Always listening to get a good sound, adjusting your fingers if you need to. Make sure they get in that little spot right behind the fret, so you get a good sound, no muting, no buzzing. And then the A here, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And again, that's just a nice way to really start to get your fingers comfortable getting in that little spot right behind the fret, listening to get a good sound out of every note that you play, so that every note you play will sound good. And yeah, feel free to practice that as much as you want to now that it's on YouTube. practicing, incidentally, is one of those things that we also, have to practice getting better at. Practicing. Ideally, every day is where you want to be. But if you do need to take days off, try to limit it to maybe one day off and then get right back in if you're trying to build up a practice routine. And it doesn't have to be tons of time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Ideally, again, half an hour is great. That's kind of more what we're shooting for. 15 maybe in the morning, 15 in the evening. That's a great way to do it. But the repetition, getting back every day if you can, or at least every other day, or not missing more than one day in a row, because then you can kind of dig back in. Oh, remember what you've been doing, build upon that, rather than take, a couple days off, more than that, longer breaks, and then you come back and, I kind of remember this, but I'm not sure. So anyway, that's my little preaching about practicing. But yeah, happy ukuleleing, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.